A vigil brought people together in downtown Austin to pay tribute to a man killed while marching in a Black Lives Matter protest. People created this makeshift memorial near where Garrett Foster died. He and his fiancee were involved in many protests this summer. Our Jacqueline Powell found what motivated this man to march.
Garrett Foster was known as a staunch libertarian, the Libertarian Party itself posting on Facebook about his death.
This has definitely been the most heart-stopping for a lot of us.
David Gay runs a group called Liberty Memes, where thousands of libertarians share posts promoting a hands-off government and raise money for people in need.
It's kind of as a missionary effort to say, hey, you know, we don't believe the government should help, but we're here and we want to help.
Gay says Foster was one of his most active members, often donating and helping people who needed it.
All I can say is this is a person who had sincere convictions that people have the right to defend themselves, sincere convictions that people have the right to, or should care for each other, and he was out there doing that. And he died how he lived.
James SASINOWSKI was a speaker at Saturday evening's protest and spoke with the couple. He says Foster was seen pushing his fiancée in her wheelchair during the protests most nights this summer.
Kind of hard to miss. Dude pushing a quadriplegic in a wheelchair with, I believe, an AK-47, some kind of large rifle on his body.
SASINOWSKI says he was marching near the couple when a black car seen in witness video turned into a crowd of protesters at 4th and Congress.
I was kind of looking forward and back over my shoulder, and while I was looking forward was when I heard the first shot.
He says when he looked back, he saw the driver of the car's arm sticking out of the window,
holding a handgun in his left hand, and I saw 2 or 3 rounds get fired and the flashes on the top of the slide into the crowd.
SASINOWSKI says he didn't see Foster fire his weapon. He recalls seeing the driver speed off before hearing 3 more shots.
I look back and we all kind of collectively see Garrett. We see Garrett on the ground in the middle of the road in like a fetal position with a pool of blood next to him, and I saw his face. I don't know how far away I was from Garrett. It felt like I was right there. He was just trying to hold on to his life.
This is the next tragic chapter for Foster's fiancee, Whitney Mitchell. Our partners at KXAS-TV in Dallas profiled her in 2012, just 2 years after her limbs were amputated. Mitchell developed sepsis, a bacterial infection that cut blood flow to her arms and legs.
I'm grateful that I'm alive, that I get to live my life, and like each moment, like I never take for granted.
According to the GoFundMe set up for Foster, the couple met before Mitchell's infection and amputation. People donated more than $100,000 to pay for his funeral and her care expenses. This memorial reminds us how important it is to stand up and hold our leaders accountable. It's also a reminder that we will have differences. The hope is that we can disagree without violence against our fellow Texans. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of State of Texas. I'm Josh Hinkle. We'll be back next week to bring you an in-depth look at Texas politics. Have a good day.